welcome back to my channel. And for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my enfrijoladas. I'm not going to show y'all the side because I already devoured it, but they came out so bomb, you guys. This is such an easy recipe with just some beans. And if you hear cartoons in the background, I'm sorry, my baby's kind of fighting his sleep back there, falling asleep and watching some cartoons. But I just made some frijoles. I had them cooking since yesterday. I cooked them and then I just sauteed them with some chile, some seasonings, and it tastes so good, you guys. I hope you guys try this recipe out, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So guys, I rinse and wash my beans and let them soak overnight. That way they are easier to cook, and also they release all the espuma that kind of makes people gassy. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get my pan ready. I fill it up with lots of water, covering the beans so we can cook them. And I like to add in my beans half of an onion and some garlic cloves. And I let that cook on high so it boils for about a half an hour to 2 hours. The beans are going to be super soft, and this is when I go ahead and salt my beans. I like to salt my beans at the very end. This is how you're going to know that they're done, because they're going to be super soft. In another pan, I'm going to go ahead and add in my bacon grease. Anytime I make bacon, you guys, I save it, I let it cool, and I put it in a mason jar and store it in the fridge. That way you have your own manteca for anytime you want to make beans. So we're just going to go ahead and put all the manteca in the pan, let it melt. Add in some garlic cloves and chile de arbol. If you do not want to do chile de arbol, you can do some chile serrano, chile chipotle, or even jalapeno. The point is to just make the beans nice and spicy and give it flavor. Now we're going to go ahead and add in our beans to our hot oil mixture, and we're going to season the beans. You can season the beans with garlic, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, but I like to keep mine simple with just some cumin powder, and then also some chicken bouillon at the very end. That's what I use to season it, and it tastes really good, you guys. Now after I season my beans, I kind of let them simmer together, let the seasoning kind of just combine with the frijoles and the aceite and everything, but then I let it cool just a little bit, because we're going to transfer everything over to the blender, and we don't want the blender to explode or anything because it's too hot. So just let it cool a little bit. And if you hear my baby in the background, he's just playing on his bouncer, you guys, and he's really excited. But I also shredded some chicken. I boiled and shredded some chicken. And now that we liquefied our beans, we're going to go ahead and add them back to the pan. And this process, you guys, you can make them as liquidy as you want. I personally like to add a little bit more water, just because as they keep cooking, they will start to thicken up. Now let's go ahead and put our tortillas through some aceite. That way they can adhere better to the beans. So lastly, I'm going to season my beans with caldo de pollo flavor. It tastes so delicious, you guys. And then vamos a pasar las tortillas fritas that we just fried in the oil through the bean sauce. And I'm going to do about 4 before I start rolling mine up. And I like to put mine with chicken. I like to make mine with chicken. You can do ground beef. You can do shredded beef. You can do ground turkey if you want to do them a little bit more lean. But with chicken is my favorite. And for the toppings, like you can top it with mozzarella or Monterey Jack or queso fresco, whatever your favorite cheese is. I like to do ours with either Monterey Jack and queso fresco, or just queso fresco alone, and they taste so good, you guys. The beans are nice and spicy, and with the cheese it all melts together. This is such an easy, delicious meal, you guys. I swear, it's so good. And as you can see, the sauce has thickened up a lot as it's began to cool down. So what I like to do, like I said, normally I would add a lot of more of the bean water that I cooked it in, or caldo de pollo too. You can do that, or you can just make some warm water with more of that chicken bouillon seasoning and add it to the beans. That way it's super liquidy and it doesn't get so chunky. I like to dress up anytime I make enchiladas or flautas and anything like that. I always like to dress mine up with lechuga, tomatoes, aguacate, lime, and chile. So go ahead and dress it up however you want. This is how I did mine. Of course, I like mine to be supreme with everything I can. Okay, so I'm going to do a taste test, So first I'm going to add some habanero salsa to my enfrijoladas because as we all know, I love me some chile. So let's put, and let me know in the comments down below if y'all want a recipe for my habanero salsa. Look how bomb this looks, you guys. So freaking good. I honestly cannot wait to try it. I haven't had enfrijoladas since I think I was pregnant. This is so good. Yep. Fire. Bomb.com. I hope you guys try my enfrijoladas out. It is super easy, you know, just with some beans, some chicken. You don't have to add the chicken. You can add some ground beef, some just plain cheese, whatever you want to stuff them with. This is such an easy recipe, and it used to be a weak recipe at my mom's. She always would make us enfrijoladas because they're so simple and yet so delicious. She told me when she grew up, she wouldn't even have anything to stuff them with. They would just eat frijoles with the tortilla. So I devoured already one whole side, you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, please don't forget to give me a like and a comment, and I will see you guys later. Bye.